Hello and good day. Welcome to our video channel, God's Promises. And today's video will be a fast, concise overview, Book of 2 Samuel, chapter 10. Let's get started now. The book of 2 Samuel chapter 10 tells the story of David's kindness towards Hanun, the king of Ammon, and how that kindness was repaid with violence and war. The chapter begins with the news of the death of the king of the Ammonites, Nahash. David sends his condolences to Hanun, Nahash's son and successor, through his messengers. However, Hanun listens to the advice of his advisors, who accuse David's messengers of being spies. As a result, he shaves off half of their beards and cuts their garments in half, and sends them back to David in disgrace. David is angered by this insult and sends his army, led by Joab, to punish the Ammonites. Joab divides his forces into two, and they successfully defeat the Ammonite army and their allies, the Syrians. The Ammonites regroup and hire more soldiers from the Syrians, but David's army defeats them once again. The Syrians, seeing that their allies have been defeated, make peace with David and become his subjects. The story of 2 Samuel chapter 10 teaches us about the consequences of arrogance and pride. Hanun's advisors acted out of suspicion and mistrust, and their actions ultimately led to war and defeat. Hanun could have chosen to follow his father's example of peaceful relations with David, but instead, he allowed his pride to cloud his judgment. On the other hand, David's response to Hanun's insult teaches us about forgiveness and grace. Despite being wrong, David did not respond with violence or revenge. Instead, he sent messengers to comfort Hanun after his father's death. Even after Hanun's insult, David did not immediately declare war on the Ammonites. He waited until they attacked him before responding with military force. David's response is an example of how we should respond to those who wrong us. Instead of seeking revenge or harboring bitterness, we should extend forgiveness and grace. We should not be quick to assume the worst of others, but rather seek to understand their perspective and motivations. By doing so, we can prevent conflicts and build lasting relationships. Furthermore, the story of 2 Samuel chapter 10 reminds us of the importance of alliances and diplomacy. David's defeat of the Ammonites and the Syrians strengthened his political position and expanded his kingdom. By making peace with the Syrians, David avoided the possibility of a prolonged war that could have weakened his army and his nation. In our own lives, we can apply the principles of alliances and diplomacy to our relationships and interactions with others. We can build bridges with those who are different from us, seek to understand their perspectives, and work towards common goals. By doing so, we can create a more peaceful and prosperous world. In conclusion, the story of 2 Samuel chapter 10 teaches us about the consequences of pride and the importance of forgiveness, grace, alliances, and diplomacy. By applying these principles in our own lives, we can build stronger relationships and create a more peaceful and prosperous world. Thank you for visiting us today. Please share with us your favorite Bible chapter below in the comments section. Don't forget to like and subscribe. It really does help our channel grow. Looking forward to see you back here for our next video. Always take good care.